Okay, you know the scene. You're out at dinner with some of your favorite people, the conversation's great, the vibe is perfect, and then the bill hits the table. Someone chimes in with those four words that just make your wallet clench. Let's just split it. So you do what we all do, you smile, you nod, and you tap your card. But inside, your stomach just plummets. You did the mental math right. You got the cheap salad and stuck to tap water. Meanwhile, your friend across the table had three cocktails and the lobster special. But you can't say anything, can you? You'd be the cheap one, the one who ruins the mood. So you just take the hit. You just paid what I call the friendship tax, and it's the sneaky, quiet way our social lives are draining our bank accounts. And let's just look at the brutal math here. Your $28 meal just magically became a $73 charge. That extra 45 bucks, it didn't get you better food, it didn't make the night more fun. All it bought you was a few minutes of avoiding social awkwardness at the direct expense of your own financial future. And, this stuff really adds up. We're talking about an average of over $4,000 a year that professionals are spending on social stuff. And let's be honest, these aren't really choices, are they? They feel more like taxes, social taxes, that your friends and your peer group kind of levy on you. And what's the penalty if you don't pay? Well, you might just stop getting invited. This tax pops up everywhere, doesn't it? It's that $1,400 destination bachelor party for a guy you barely talk to anymore. It's the birthday dinner every single month where you're basically paying for someone else's party. And, oh man, the lifestyle creep. Your friend gets a boat and suddenly you're expected to chip in for gas and buy boat shoes. It never ends. But here's the part that should really keep you up at night. The real cost isn't the $4,000 you're out this year. No. The real cost is the silent theft of the future you're supposed to be building. This is all about opportunity cost. See, every $100 you drop to keep up appearances with your friends is $100 that you can't invest. And it's not just gone. Its potential to grow, to compound into thousands and thousands of dollars is gone forever too. You're not just buying dinner, you're literally selling off little pieces of your retirement. I mean, just look at these numbers. It is shocking. That $4,000 a year is $120,000 in cash straight out of your pocket over 3 decades. But if you had just invested that money in a simple index fund, it could have turned into more than $750,000. It's the exact same money, but it leads to two completely different lives. So why on earth do we keep doing this to ourselves? Well, it boils down to a powerful psychological trigger called social proof. Our brains are hardwired to fit in. We see everybody else swiping their cards without a thought, and our brain just goes, okay, I guess that's the normal, correct thing to do. If you do anything different, it feels like you're the one failing. You're the one who's behind. But here's the big secret. You are not the only one feeling the pressure. I can almost guarantee you that other people at that dinner table are doing the exact same thing, smiling on the outside, but absolutely freaking out on the inside. It's like this weird Mexican standoff of fake wealth where everyone's too scared to be the first one to admit they can't afford this lifestyle. And this really creates two completely different ways of living. On one side, you have the person who's performing wealth. They say yes to everything, they never question the split bill, they buy a new car every time they get a raise. On the other side, you have the person who's actually building wealth. They understand that real wealth is quiet. It's setting boundaries, investing the difference, and caring more about their future than their Instagram feed. Okay, but the good news is you don't have to become a hermit to fix this. You can totally get out of this trap and you can do it without losing your friends. The solution is way simpler than you think. It all starts with having the right words, a simple script. This little script right here, it changes the entire game. Notice it's not, I'm broke, which just sounds kind of sad. It's a confident statement of your priorities. You're saying, I want to see you, which reaffirms the friendship. But then you set a clear boundary and, this is key, you offer a solution. You also give anyone else who's feeling the same way a chance to breathe a sigh of relief and agree with you. We can actually break this down into a super simple 3-step blueprint that you can use every single time. Step 1, reaffirm the friendship. I would love to see you. Step 2, state your goal clearly and without apology. I'm just being really intentional with my money right now. And step 3, be the one to suggest a better alternative. Instead of that place, why don't we do a picnic? The reason we always default to expensive stuff isn't because cheap things aren't fun. It's because expensive things are easy. They take zero creativity. But think about it. The memories that actually stick with you are rarely the ones with the biggest bill attached. They're the potlucks, the board game nights, the long hikes, the nights spent just cooking dinner at home.
And here's what's so cool. When you start setting these boundaries, something else happens. You're not just saving money, you're actually running a test. You're putting your friendships through a filter to see which ones are based on a real connection and which ones aren't.
And this, right here, is the hard truth. Some people might fade away, but if they do, that was never a real friendship to begin with. It was just an economic alliance. A real friend cares about your presence, not your purchasing power. If their friendship depends on you spending money, they were never your friend. They were just a customer. So ultimately, it all comes down to this one question. Is your social life an investment in your happiness that's buying you more freedom? Or is it a prison with a really high price tag? Are those dinner bills and weekend trips the moments that connect you, or are they just the bars of a cage designed to keep you trapped, working a job forever just to pay for a life you don't even own? The choice is always yours.